Hey, by the end of this video, if you follow everything I'm going to be talking about, I promise you, you will be more likely. You'll like more people will want to like talk to you. More people will want to be like your acquaintance or your friend. And I'm going to go ahead and recommend a book to you guys right now if you haven't read it, but it's How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I bring that one up because that's like the OG book on like talking to new people. I knew how to do everything I'm going to talk about before I even became aware of that book. But if you are into reading, that is a book that you want to read because it basically teaches you to ask a person questions. And that's the important thing, is asking a person questions. And I'm going to explain why in this video, and then a couple other nuances that you can do to make yourself as likable as you possibly can. But before I get into the video, guys, if you do like this channel is brand new, please give it a thumbs up. You'll help promote it in the algorithm. That way more people can see it. I would really appreciate that. Okay, so when it comes to, let's talk about like the things that we can do to become more likable outside of asking questions. And the reason why I say that is because you have people that might want to watch a video like this that are maybe not the best at making friends or having conversations. Like there's one girl that I'm texting right now that says like texting's really easy, but talking in person is kind of difficult. And that's exactly this is why I created this channel, is to help people like her learn how to, develop better social skills. However, when it comes to what we can do to become more likable, like on a physical appearance, it doesn't matter what you look like. I mean, it does. Okay, but I don't mean like, if you're beautiful or not. You can look like a absolute fucking troll and this would still work for you. But in order to be more likable, we want to project happiness. And so what I mean by that is just smile more. And I just filmed a video on how to be more approachable, but really, all we want to do, think like, let me compare this. If there's Mitchell here and Mitchell here. So this Mitchell has a mean look on his face. He looks like he's pissed off, angry, and that he's going to beat somebody up. And he looks like, he's just kind of like, I fucking hate everybody here, dude. I wish I'm in such a bad mood, blah, blah, blah. Would you want to talk to that person because he looks angry? No, you're naturally going to look at that person and think, oh, he's in a bad mood. That could be potentially dangerous. If you're a small woman, for example, that could be a threat. That man might hurt me. Nobody wants to be around people that are in bad moods, or that because energy, I was used to give an example. I used to date a girl that was like angry all of the time unless we were hooking up. And I'm a very happy person. So I like being in a good mood because I just feel good when I'm in a good mood. Everybody feels good when they're in a good mood. But when I was around her, she was always complaining about something. It just seemed like she just hated life. And it was so like draining to be around. Like literally I was like, dude, I cannot be around this anymore. So that was what I mean by, that's a person that like isn't going to be very likable. Like if you're just like hate the world 24/7, nobody wants to talk to you. However, if you smile more like I'm doing now, look at my facial features, guys. I'm going to try to smile when I talk here. This looks like somebody that you can have a good time with. This looks like somebody that you can talk to, that you can get along with, that looks like he's fun to be around, that looks like, if you talk to him and the conversation's well, you might be in a good mood because of that. This is what everybody can do, regardless of your conversational skills, to become more likable. Just look like you're a friendly person. And right now, see how I'm like talking, but I'm smiling at the same time? If you act like you're happy and you hold a smile like I'm doing, you're going to find yourself, like I'm already doing it, you're going to find yourself naturally becoming in a better mood. Dude, it's absolutely bonkers how that works. So and I want to go ahead and point this out because I had a guy, I think it was either on TikTok or YouTube, that was like, well, if you're depressed, it's hard to act happy if you're depressed. And listen, if you're depressed, then you've got other things that you need to worry about. However, if you're not depressed, even if you're in a bad mood, that's fine. You still want to force a smile, even if it's going to be hard. Nobody has to know what's going on the inside. They're only going to care about what they see on the outside because that's the only information that you're giving them. This is why you want to smile like I'm doing now, because you're going to be naturally more likable like this. One of my neighbors told me the other day, he was like, dude, you're always smiling. How are you always in a good mood? And I was like, I don't know, because my life's good. I'm not around negative people. The last person that was around me that was like complaining, I literally was like, dude, I do not want to be around this. So please, if you're going to keep talking like this, go back to your workout, because I want to work out. I'm in a good mood and I don't want this. I don't want you ruining it. And that guy ended up walking away because he was just complaining about, I coach men on my main channel on understanding women, and he was complaining about his ex-wife. And I was like, I want nothing to do with that, man. You are not going to ruin my day by coming over here and talking bad about this girl. I want nothing but positive feelings around here. So that's the first step to being more likable, is just force a smile on your face. Another way too that you could do this, if you're in a bad mood or you're in a mood that like you can't, like you're in a funk, if you like go for like a run or a jog, or you get some kind of motion in, because motion creates energy. So like if you're at the gym, for example, or if you're at the gym, if you're in a bad mood but you're going to work out, well, go and like walk or run on the treadmill for like 5 or 10 minutes first. Let that energy help you become in a better mood, and that you'll find it much easier to force that smile, because energy does help with it, and also the way like your body posture is as well. The next part, and the main part, is when you want to if you want to become more likable, this is going to be applicable to anybody. Humans are naturally selfish, and this is where that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, comes in. People are naturally selfish. People love, especially women, people love talking about themselves. So when you talk to somebody, like the girl that I'm texting right now, I'm not talking about me. All I'm doing is asking questions about her, because I want to get to know her. And if you're a guy to a girl, this is dating Mitchell coming out. If you're asking a girl about her, she's going to feel like you care, and that's one of the things women want to feel like the guy they're talking to cares. But going back to the video, if you're asking about somebody's life, you're showing them that you actually give a fuck about what's going on in their life. They're going to, it's both men and women, they're going to feel like you're somebody that's not like talking to them or like talking to them just to talk to them. Like, that kind of came out wrong, but I'm going to go with it because I'm talking. But when you start talking and you start asking people questions, it's really like if you ask somebody a question, they're going to give you a statement. Ask a question based on the statement that they ask. And all you're doing by doing that, like if you're like, hey, where are you from originally? Oh, I'm from Michigan. Oh, how long have you lived in Michigan? Or how long have you been in Florida for? Because I'm in Florida. What do you like about Michigan? What do you love about Michigan? Is there anything about Michigan that you miss? Do you see, like, all these questions, while you're not directly saying you're asking the person about their experiences in life and what they like. That's showing the person that you care about their past. And that person's going to leave knowing like, hey man, I was able to have a really good conversation with this person because I was talking to them and they asked me questions about myself the entire time. Wow, that was really cool. Most people that I talk to, you'll notice this too, guys. Most people that you talk to do not know how, they don't do this. Most people you talk to will just start talking about random shit. If it's a guy, it's going to be like talking about sports or the gym or like a car they're looking at, or they'll start talking about themselves. And in that, again, men talk about themselves, especially if it's a dude doing it to a woman. That's like validation or approval seeking. That's going to turn her off. But that's what I mean. Most people, they won't ask about you. So by you asking about the person and about their life, his or her experiences, what they love, how does it make them feel, what would they change, what do they like by you talking about them, that's going to, they're going to remember that. These conversations stand out because it's not, most people do not sit here and start trying to pry and dig deeper into this person's life. And if a person's comfortable with you and they're telling you about their life, they're opening up to you, that's going to make them feel like you give a fuck, and they're going to remember that. Whereas I just told you, most people don't do this. That's why I recommended that book, because if that book is going to give you, it's going to give you various examples on how to do this, more than what this video might do in this single one. I've got a video that I just filmed, how to talk to anybody. That's basically that. I hope you understand what kind of questions to ask. But if you want to be more likable, to sum up the video, remember, we want to smile more. We want to have more of a friendly attitude. If you're projecting happiness, even if you're upset on the inside, people are naturally going to enjoy talking to you more because when you're smiling, that's going to rub off on them. They're going to feel good just by being around you, just by like that energy is radiant. So if you're smiling and you're like this and you're in a good mood, like you're going to project that when you talk. And if you project that energy when you talk, especially if you're talking to a person and you're asking them about themselves, like, dude, what is it? Hey, what got you started at the gym, man? You look phenomenal. I'm glad you started coming here. Dude, oh, he's going to tell you, oh, no shit, you were skinny back then. Dude, you're huge now, man. How long have you've been working out for a couple years? Bro, you look like you gained a lot of weight, man. Good for you, dog. What about the gym? Like, what about the gym do you like enjoy the most when you're here? Do you see what I mean? I'm just asking him questions, guys. That's really the simple thing. Radiate positive energy, smile, and ask the person questions about themselves. Whatever they say, whatever comes out of that person's mouth will usually be enough for you to ask a question about. So, and again, an example, what are you working out today? Oh, I'm doing legs. Oh, awesome. Tell me about that. What kind of exercises are you doing? How do you feel? Is legs your favorite exercise, or is legs your favorite body part, or what's your favorite body part to work out? You just ask them questions, just deeper questions, guys. Hope you guys like this video. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, guys, I will see you in the next one.